Plaintiff Kelly Betchel says her fiancé's sister is dating the defendant, and she claims the defendant's girlfriend called her 2 times during the relationship in tears because the defendant had assaulted her. Kelly's suing because she claims while she was arguing with another girl, the defendant tackled her like a football player and she tore her ACL. Defendant Desi Chamberlain says on the night in question, he and the plaintiff, along with a few other people, were hanging out playing drinking games in a hotel room. Desi claims when he saw Kelly fighting with his girlfriend's sister, he simply threw Kelly on the bed in an attempt to break up the fight, and he never intended to injure her.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Tell me what happened.
I haven't known Desi for very long. We've hung out a couple times. The only thing I really know about him is that he is abusive to Jessica, which is...
That's not true, by the way.
My fiancé sister. She has called us a couple times crying that he has pushed her.
Over what period of time?
I don't know how long they've been together, maybe 8 months?
No, the period of time in which she called you twice.
A couple months, maybe 2 months, 3 months.
All right, and what happened?
I'm not really sure. She was drunk at the time she called and she was crying, and like she is now, she's not admitting it. So then, she was drunk when she told us. So then it was a whole big different story. He didn't do anything to hurt me.
Okay.
But I do got a statement from Twyla, his other sister, stating that she has told us both that he has hit her.
Let's see that. We have medical bills involved here, and you're telling me about violence, and so obviously there's some violence involved, and we want to see if he has a history of violence. In the midst of an argument, we learned that Desi had hit my sister before.
Right.
All right.
In the past.
Stand up, ma'am.
Yes.
State your name.
Jessica Jenny.
All right. Did you tell your sister he had hit you in the past?
No, sir, I didn't.
All right. So your sister lied on you just for no reason?
I don't know why she said I said it, but she heard someone else say that.
Okay, good enough. Do you know why the other person would say it then?
Because him and his cousin got into a fight one time, and I was trying to separate it, and I ended up getting hit in the middle of it.
Okay, by him.
That's why.
I swung, Your Honor, and she got in the middle.
That was an incident in the past.
Yeah, and
right.
I hit her with this.
Nonetheless, that's your testimony, and they've given their version of that. Let me hear from you about any other incidents or any other background you want to give. What's the nature of your relationship with her?
I met her like 3 times every time I went down there to Pocahontas, Iowa. And as far as like this whole case goes, all I want to say is like we all took like a 2-hour car drive and met up in Des Moines to go to Adventureland.
If you're talking about what she's suing you for, I have to let her speak first, and then you defend. Go ahead, ma'am. You tell me about this incident you're suing for that caused medical bills.
July 23rd, Twyla, the other sister, had asked me if I would take her to Des Moines, Iowa, to Adventureland. It's an amusement park. So I agreed, and we went down there the 24th. It was a Saturday. We had a great time. Great time in Adventureland. We had a lot of fun. That night we went back to the hotel. We all shared a hotel. Everybody started drinking liquor. Captain Morgan, they were drinking that. I'm not a big liquor drinker. I was drinking beer. I'm serious.
I said, there's a difference.
I guess.
I'm not a big liquor drinker.
She wasn't drinking 20 of them.
No, I had like maybe eight beers.
Oh.
I wasn't. That's not bad.
All right. Yeah, you might have been better off taking a few shots. Go ahead,
That's not bad. We were playing cards.
All right, go right
That's a
ahead.
lie, Your Honor. She was drinking Captain Morgan along with us.
No.
She was drinking Captain Morgan along with you all. Go
No,
ahead.
I wasn't.
All right.
Anyways, as the night went on, people got drunker and drunker. Jessica was extremely drunk. I mean, she was throwing up, hyperventilating. I was in the bathroom with her because I love her. She's my sister-in-law. I was holding her hair back, wiping her down. In the midst of all that, something happened out in the where the beds are. I don't know what you want to call it. And everybody was arguing, and Jessica had came out, and I had came out of the bathroom, and they started arguing, and Desi had gotten her face, and Jessica was not able to defend herself. She was extremely drunk.
That's a lie.
And I got in between them because I wasn't going to let, obviously, him hit her with her in that condition, and me, I wasn't going to let it happen. So I got in between them. We settled that, and I went to help Jessica pack her bags, and Twyla was outside. And I said, where's Twyla? Why ain't she in here, helping protect her sister? That was her sister. And I guess Twyla got mad at me for saying that. So she got in my face, was screaming at me, spitting in my face, calling me names. She had shoved me, and I took my hand and just pushed her out of my face because she was still spitting in my face. And that's when he was standing outside, and he came and like tackled me like a football player and tore my ACL in my knee. As soon as I hit the ground, I got up, and when I went to walk, automatic crack. Couldn't walk to the car. As soon as that happened, I got my car. I left Twyla there. I left them all there, got my car, and went home.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Basically, we spent the whole day at the park. You know, by that time, everybody was exhausted, you know, and then we got back to the hotel room. We started playing some drinking games. Well, after about an hour or so after that, we started breaking apart. The three girls haven't seen each other in a while. They were outside, and they started talking and getting emotional about some stuff that happened before me, so I kind of stayed away from it, you know. And then so they'd come inside, I'd go outside. I was kind of mad because I was exhausted, you know. My woman's crying and everything like that. So I go chill on the park bench, and I'm telling everybody that I want to go to bed, you know, because I had an exhausting day and everything. And I come back in, you know, and they was arguing and everything like that. They were both standing in the doorway. It was arguing? Jessica and Twyla. And then they started shoving each other. And what happened was Twyla pushed her, and then all I heard was all hell no, because she pushed her head hit the door, and then that's when I reacted, you know. I didn't want nobody to get jumped, so I take her and I put her down on the bed, you know, and I asked her if she's all right. I get up from her, dude, and then Twyla's outside.
So you grabbed her and threw her down for what reason?
Because I thought the girls, they were turning on each other. They was just getting emotional. They was getting along before that.
All right. Nonetheless, what date was this approximately?
July 24th.
All right. You have medical bills from that date? And the date was when? I'm looking, ma'am. I see the statement date, but I don't see the date of the event.
I had my surgery August 12th.
Yeah, but you have to show me where you went on July, end of July, to be treated, man.
Oh, okay.
Because you said everything was all right with them after you threw her down.
Yes.
Or did she get up?
I even asked her if she was all right after.
And you say she was, and she walked out without any problem.
Yep.
Good enough. Ma'am, you have something showing at the end of July that you
this is the date
that you went to the hospital or to the doctor.
This is the date. The 26th is when I had my doctor's appointment. It was a Monday.
Okay. July 26th?
Yes.
Good enough. All right. She had a date of encounter. It says 9/22, ma'am.
On the bottom, it's 9/26. I don't know why it says 9/22. I just got all these from the doctor.
You said you were handing me something that said July 26. Circle July 26 as you said. No, give her that. Ma'am. You handed me something and you read it.
Yeah.
And you said, it says July 26.
Sorry.
I want you to show it to me.
It doesn't say July 26.
Then why did you tell me that after reading it?
Because I just looked at the 26th. I didn't look at I just looked at the 26th.
All right, show me something that says you went to the doctor at the end of July with a knee injury.
Your Honor, I went to the emergency room July 25th.
Do you have any evidence of that? Do you have that?
No, all I have...
Because you handed me some evidence, you looked at it, and you said, here, I got something that says July 26th, and it absolutely didn't. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. I'm not convinced that he caused your injury.
You know, you were at my house when I took her to the emergency room.
You were there.
You left this fool in Des Moines and came to my house.
You were there when I went to the emergency room.
You're gonna stand there
I know, but you have to have paperwork to prove it. I didn't say he didn't cause it.
Why are you taking his side? Why can't you stand up and say, yes, he did it?